So let me ask you a question. What if tomorrow you became just 1% better than today? Not perfect, not extraordinary, just 1% better. And then you repeated that every day for a year. How different would your life be? Remember this: big success is not the result of one massive action, it is the result of thousands of small actions repeated consistently. Because small improvements create extraordinary results. And that's the power of the 1% rule. Have you ever felt like your life is stuck? Like no matter how hard you work, nothing changes? You wake up, go to work, come home tired, scroll through your phone, sleep, and then do it all over again, day after day, month after month, year after year. If that sounds familiar, then this story might change the way you look at success forever. Because this is the story of a poor man who transformed his life, not with talent, not with luck, and not with money. He changed his life using one simple idea: the 1% rule. The struggle meet Ravi, a young man living in a small town. He worked long hours for very little pay. Every month was the same: bills, stress, and disappointment. While other people seemed to be moving forward, Ravi felt stuck. Every night he would look at successful people online and think, why can't my life be like that? They are smarter than me. They are more talented than me. I'll probably never be successful. Slowly, he stopped believing in himself. And when you stop believing in yourself, you stop trying. The discovery. One evening, after another exhausting day, Ravi came across a sentence that caught his attention. It said, you don't need to be 100% better tomorrow, just be 1% better than today. At first, he laughed. Only 1%? How can something so small change my life? But the idea stayed in his mind, and for the first time in years, he decided to try something different. Not for a year, not forever, just for 1 month. The first step. The next morning, Ravi didn't try to change his entire life. He didn't wake up at 4 a.m. He didn't run 10 miles. He didn't read 10 books. Instead, he read just 10 pages. That's it. The next day, he read another 10 pages. Then he did 5 push ups. Then he spent 10 minutes learning a new skill online. Small actions, tiny improvements, just 1% better every day. Nothing impressive, nothing dramatic, but he kept going. The power of consistency. After a few weeks, something interesting happened. Ravi started feeling different. He had more energy, more confidence, more control over his time. The changes were small, almost invisible, but they were happening. Every day, he was building a stronger version of himself. And because the improvements were small, they didn't feel difficult. He could stay consistent, and consistency is where the magic happens. 1 year later, a year passed, and Ravi's life looked completely different. He had finished several books, learned valuable new skills, started earning extra income online, saved more money than ever before, and most importantly, he believed in himself again. People around him were shocked. They asked, what's your secret? How did you change so much? Ravi smiled and said, I didn't change overnight. I just improved 1% every day. The lesson: most people fail because they try to change everything at once. They set huge goals, take massive action for a few days, then quit. But success doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from tiny steps repeated every day. A single page read, a single workout completed, a single skill practiced, a single good decision, again and again and again, until one day, those tiny actions create a completely different life. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe to New Mindset